Wi-Fi 6 feels like it's coming of age. Most newly released laptops and smartphones now have Wi-Fi 6 built in, although it's likely that the majority of devices in your home will be on older, slower Wi-Fi standards for a good while yet. All of which begs the question, is it worth investing in a Wi-Fi 6 mesh router system such as the Netgear Orbi WiFi 6 AX4200, RBK752 now? Let's start with the reasons to get excited. This thing is seriously fast, but only if you've got Wi-Fi 6 laptops, phones to take advantage of it. I call it a thing, but it's actually two things. A router and a satellite device that you can place in another part of the house, extending the home's Wi-Fi coverage. The two units are near identical and look elegant, although they're not small, the size of a hardback novel. The router, which, note, doesn't have its own modem, and the satellite have a dedicated 5 GHz backhaul link between them, which basically means the speed you get from connecting to the satellite should be almost as good as the speeds from the router itself, something which was borne out in my tests. With 6 internal antennas in each of the router, satellite and MU-MIMO technology to handle multiple data streams at once, this device is pitched at households where you're streaming HD media in different rooms at the same time. My tests prove it should definitely be able to handle it. I saw actual throughput speeds of just over 400 Mbps/s when using a Wi-Fi 6 enabled laptop in the same room as the router. The speeds dipped by only 10% when connected to the satellite, which was placed 2 floors away. That is seriously fast. Even when I moved a room away from the router satellite, speeds only dropped by another 10%. Unless you've got a gigabit-grade internet connection, the AX4200 is going to make sure you're getting the maximum internet speed possible right around your home. However, these super impressive speeds were only achieved when connected with Wi-Fi 6 devices, which are still something of a rarity. When connecting an 802.11 AC or Wi-Fi 5 laptop in the same room as the router, speeds dipped to just below 250 Mbps/s. That's still screamingly fast for a wireless router, and much more than most people will ever saturate, but it's a notable drop-off. Those speeds also degrade more quickly the further you move from the router satellite. A room away they fell to 145 Mbps/s. A 5 meters gap between router and my home office, through 2 external walls, saw speeds drop to just 24 Mbps/s using the Wi-Fi 5 laptop. In other words, to get the most from the AX4200, you're going to need Wi-Fi 6 devices to become much more commonplace. With older devices, it's diminishing returns, if still a cut above most other routers. We can't go any further without mentioning the price. $449, £449 is a lot of money to pay for a router.